this one. If you saw the video a little while back, I did 5 identical builds. Here is another 5 identical builds that looks just like those, except these are slightly different. In that video, I kind of showed off one of these ones, but the difference in this one is instead of a black seconds hand with a red pip, we did a red seconds hand with a black pip. And then on these, this has a two-tone brushed and polished that tapers down to a 20 millimeter, whereas the other one is a solid engineered 22. So just slightly different. In a nutshell, I mean, it's essentially the same watch, but this one I guess would be a little bit prettier in that sense. But it will fingerprint, especially on that polished parts right up the center, so you can easily fingerprint that. And on your clasp. But clasp is brushed, so if you ever get a nick in it, all you got to do is take Scotch-Brite or sandpaper in one direction, light grit, just brush straight down and just brush in whatever you nick on there. 5 identical builds. Panning around, you can see, I don't know why my phone does not. So, gotta wind that one up. Send it, make it go. So 5 builds. We did the black with red handset, two-tone, and then like I said, we did red with black on this one. The other ones we did black with red. Brushed case, coin bezel on this one that goes all the way down to the case, and then a black insert with a red 50 on it. Got my logo on the crown. Then we have a low-profile exhibition caseback, silver rotor, and a stainless steel movement holder in there. And then, as I referenced, this is a brushed and polished Jubilee style SS band, just my little initials on the bottom there. And that's this build. So if you got this build, congrats. Hopefully you like it. Bezels on these will turn left. They will turn right. They are just held on with a tension ring. They are not clickable style bezels. This dial is a custom laser etched dial that was then backlit. To show you how that looks, we etched out the numbering on it. So obviously that's nice and shiny in the daytime right now. But that will fade out pretty decently quick. But at nighttime, that will stay with you for quite a while. But this will here soon enough go away on you. But your pip is also lumed. Your handset's lumed. Your second hand is not lumed. That's just paint on there. This is an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it. You can wear it. You can put it in a watch winder. But if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it a little bit before you put it on, just to make sure you keep time throughout the day. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn that way. Turning it back towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to just go back and forth winding it. You cannot overwind it. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you'll max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. Whenever you are good winding, just pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You also notice you've got a wobble crown. This will deflect lateral pressure from being put onto the movement through the stem by rotating, kind of like a little ball joint. So if you were pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure on the movement. So if you just pull it straight, you won't even feel that. Okay, Google, what time is it? 4:06 p.m. When you're good, push it back over, taking it out of that time setting, and screw it down. So there is the build. You would have got one of these from Consolidated Industries from my buddy Nate. Thank you, Nate, for ordering watches from me. And hopefully you like this watch. So this watch is going to also come with a few things. Each build comes with matching beads here. This is also going to come in a dial matching custom box. And every build comes with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts of this watch as a whole. Non-toxic, non-streaking. And where's my next thing? There it is. I have all these watches over here. It's throwing me off. Next thing, you're going to have some Novus too. This is just repackaged from Amazon. It's kind of like Polywatch. If you're familiar with Polywatch, this is an acrylic glass and you can't scratch it, but if you do, don't worry about it. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff against it using your included microfiber. Go against the scratch to fill the scratch and then buff it out with your thumb. Should be about 20 seconds and you'll get it knocked out. So that's what that is. As a reference, all these are the same, so if we pull, we'll reach up and grab one of these. Same thing. Same watch, same rotor setup, same clasp, same SS on these. So same process. Just back the crown off and wind it. And if that's all you're wanting to do, and that's it. So that is the build. Appreciate you guys. Once again, thank you, Nate, for ordering these from me. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.